Hello, welcome to my channel. So, we got season 2, episode 6 of Love Island Games. Um, I know it seems like it's supposed to be episode 5, but episode 5 would have been After Sun, and I'm not going to watch that unless you guys want me to do so. So yeah, right now we're doing episode 6 of Love Island Games. Um, Tyreek. Okay, and I'm gonna basically talk about the highlights. Tyreek. Everybody who's vulnerable is worried about getting eliminated or dumped from the island and things, and so they're trying to, make their best connection and enjoy as much as they can. Especially Tyreek. Tyreek trying to kiss KK again, but KK is not having that because she said, "Man, I just won with Chris. You're not gonna jeopardize my 250 Tao." Okay, so I understand what Kay coming from. She said she was here for love mostly, and well, she said she wanted both. But I think she more focused on the Tao. So I can appreciate that. Get your money, KK. Get your money. Now. KK and Chris, while they was in bed, it seemed like they was kissing. Okay, so you guys trying to keep this on the low, huh? Okay, alright. We're just gonna sweep past that like it didn't happen. Then we got, well, before the bedtime. Forget the chronological order, man. Alright, so we got Josh and Justine. They basically come up with a plan for each other to be like a power team couple, like friendship couple. And then while they can still go and get to know the other couples who they want to romantically. And then they can also have allies with them by doing that. So that's basically similar to what Tyreek was trying to do when he was with Andrina. And when she had lost that duel with Lucinda, he realized, I don't think we can win this money together, but maybe I could choose someone who would be a good teammate in the games, but then I can still get to know you. So basically, I think that's what everybody's going to start doing. They're just going to team up with who they think they can best compete with, and just get to know who they want to get to know romantically on the outside of that, and then they can have an ally in that way as well. Okay. Then we got Lucinda getting mad at Mert. So he mentioned basically he was confused with her. Like, he made an analogy saying, "Oh, she gives him scrambled eggs in the morning and then dessert at night." Basically, like she confuses him. Like in the morning, she'd be mad, like she was mad at him at that time. And then dessert at night, like they kiss at night and things like that. So I was like, it's funny how you say scrambled eggs, because the reason she mad at you is because she hungry, she want food, she want her coffee and stuff, and you just not giving it to the lady. She wants her princess treatment and you're not giving it to her. But later on, Kendall and him, well, he talks to Kendall like, I don't know why she mad at me, but he knows because he basically said it. She wants the princess treatment. And Kendall basically helps him give her a little bit of that by setting up this little cute date by the docks. And Lucinda asks him basically, "Oh, did you do this all by yourself?" And he basically lied because he didn't do it all by himself or think about it himself. It was Kendall who helped him, So, but whatever, that was cute, and they're back to, their regular programming and things like that. Now, Johnny and Andrina were talking, and Johnny said this time he's going to lead with honesty and transparency because he's getting grown and he wants to do better for his daughter. So, okay, that's good, Johnny. We're proud of you. So it seems like you are, you are being a little bit more vulnerable and honest here by telling her that. But it still seems like, I don't know if he's trying to get in a relationship like that. I think he's here for the money, and there's no problem with that. So hopefully he does continue to be honest and transparent with Athena and others as the time goes on. We also have Isaiah and Soline getting to know each other and being cute and flirty. Um, Andrea Andrea got picked by Toby. She was a little disappointed because she still wanted to be coupled up with Josh, but it seems like she's actually liking Toby a little bit more than Josh, because she said he's a little bit more goofy and things like that. Chris was sticking up for his boy when he heard that and was like, "Oh, give him a chance, he can still show that side. You guys still have some time." So she's like, "Yeah, you're right. We do still have some time." So that's why I'm still interested. But yeah, nonetheless, later on in the episode, Andrea and Toby actually end up kissing. So, Josh, buckle up your seatbelt, man. I don't know what's going on here. But get ready to fight, because it might be a duel between you and Toby. Let's see. Garby and Nicola are having a conversation, and basically Garby is giving a pep talk to Nicola because she was feeling down that nobody is really giving her that romantic. Nobody's feeling her romantically. But yeah, so I hope she does find somebody. She seems super cool and sweet. So hopefully she does find someone. It seems like she's interested in Chris. And Chris, I believe, in a few episodes ago, mentioned he was interested in her as well. Like, she was his second choice. So let's see what happens with that. And then I think that's it. Yeah. So we get to the fire pit time. So it's fire pit time. Miss Maddox is back. And it's basically time for the dumping. This dumping that, everybody's been worried about this whole episode and everything. And Tyreek said he can't go yet because he has some things to do. I was like, I think you mean you got people to do. Shake my head. But whatever. So Miss Maddox the first person or first couple to be saved from America is Johnny and Andrina. Okay, so she was shocked, she was happy, she couldn't even speak. This is the most I've ever gotten to know of Andrina this season, because another season of Love Island, this past season of Love Island, we didn't get a lot of her personality. So it's cool. It's fun to see. She's silly, so that's cool. Then the second couple to be saved by America is Lucinda and Tyreek. So I guess Tyreek can go ahead and quote unquote finish his things that he's trying to do, or people. But nonetheless, okay. Now we have three couples still vulnerable. The three couples are Mert and Soline. Who else we got here? We got Andrea, Toby, and lastly Isaiah and Nicola. Now they have a new thing that they're doing for the elimination. So instead of having the Islanders pick, so I'm shocked because, like I mentioned last episode, I thought it was gonna be the Islanders to pick from who they had left, but nope. That's not the case. So we're now in Love Island games, and so hey, they're playing a game with it too. And basically, the leftover three couples have to gamble their chance of who's staying and who's going. They get to choose. The ladies got to choose a box, like a gift box, and inside of it had hearts. 2 pink, 1 black. The 2 pinks meant you were safe, and the 1 black one meant you would get dumped. And so either you went with the box or you went with what America had to say, and who they thought was the least best couple. So basically overall, Mert, Soline chose to go with to go and trust America, and also Isaiah and Nicola chose to go to trust America. The only person who didn't was Andrea and Toby, because she felt duped by America the last time she was on Love Island. So she not trusting y'all. Okay, makes sense, you know. This very much felt like Hunger Games to me, having people decide. Or I mean, I guess that's kind of part of the concept of the show, but having the audience decide who's gonna stay and who's gonna go, you know. But nonetheless, since it was best 2 out of 3, not 2 out of 3, but it was 2 instead of 2 couples who wanted to do America. So overall, the choice came down to who America wanted to go home. And before that, they had got to see what they had inside of their little gift box, and if they decided to go with the box, the person who would have been dumped would have been Nikolai and Isaiah. But since they chose to go with Trusting America, the people who actually ended up going home, sadly, was Solène and Mert. Okay, so they are gone. Au revoir. You know, that's French. You know, I don't know Mert's language and how to say bye, but you know, hope to see you again, Solène and Mert. Okay, yeah, because unfortunately they had to go. But that was a good choice on KK and Chris's part, because they chose someone, like they said, that would most likely go. So now they don't have anyone in there really holding anything against them. Alright, now it seems like tomorrow that we got a few new people coming. And Sydney, girl, is that you? Sydney, that you? Isaiah? So that's Solène, who is going to be Isaiah's little love interest, is gone. And then now Sydney coming? Oh, child. Let's see what's going to happen with that. Well, let me know what you guys think down in the comments. And thank you so much for watching. I hope you guys have a good night, morning, or afternoon, wherever or whenever you may be watching this. And see you next time. Peace out. It's alright.